Are you multifaceted, but you are not creating a life of ease from all of the things that you love? If that is you, stay tuned to this video. But first, make sure you are subscribing, turning on your alerts, and commenting in the comments about this topic that can really transform your life and allow you to receive a life of ease while doing everything that you love to do. I'm Grace Covington, business coach. I facilitate entrepreneurs to create a thriving and sustainable business online. So I want to kind of give you a backstory about where this topic is, really coming from. Growing up, I have always been a person that loves to do many things. So I'm that type of person where I love to change what I do. And sometimes people see that as being a scatterbrain. So like 1 minute you're like, I'm going to be an engineer. Then the next minute you're like, I'm going to be an actress. And then the next minute you're like, I'm going to be a pro golfer. Y'all, but just keeping it 100. I haven't really decided. I don't play golf. And I have not decided or have no desire to go pro. So you get the gist of it is you are that person who has many interests. And in this reality, again, people who are like me are usually made wrong and people see us as being undecisive. But I'm here to tell you that you can take all of that, all of the things that you love, no matter how different they are or the vastness of that difference is extreme. You can use all of that to your advantage to create a life of ease. So let's talk about that. What is the first thing that you can begin to do to really use this potency to your advantage? So the first thing is showing up in the world as your whole self, y'all. Show up in the world as your whole self. Stop trying to limit yourself. Stop trying to define yourself. This world says that you should have one career and then do that career over 60 years until you retire. And you don't have to do that. You can show up as your whole self, thrive in life, live the life that you truly desire. When I focused on just doing one thing, I became burnt out, stressed out, miserable, depressed. But the moment I started adding to my life and adding more and more to my life, that's when I actually thrived in my life. That's when things became easier. Yes, it may seem like, how is that even possible because you're doing so much? I'm going to share all these secrets and tools with you. So my life got easier. I started having more fun. I started creating more money. More possibilities started opening up. And I knew I was onto something as I'm like, wow, the more I add to my life is actually becoming easier. When I start doing that one thing, then all hell breaks loose and, everything starts to shut down. So you have to be willing to give up control. Yes, you have to stop controlling your life. Stop defining and limiting your life. You limit your life because I see so many people who are unhappy in their careers and they're just focusing on one thing and they're like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what my next step is. The minute you're still in control when you're doing all that, but the moment you say, you know what, I'm going to surrender. I'm going to be open to all possibilities. I'm going to be willing to be uncomfortable because yes, as you are transitioning into something new, there's that uncomfortableness. There's that space for like, what if I make a mistake? And what if I get things wrong? I'm wasting time. No, you have to be out of control. And sometimes, yes, you may explore something and you're like, you know what? This isn't going to work. I actually would like to do something different. And then you create that space for yourself instead of making yourself wrong or judging yourself or making yourself as a bad person or you've wasted all this time. You create that space for you to choose something different at any moment in time. That is when your life is out of control because you have the space and freedom to choose anything at any moment of time. And being out of control doesn't mean that, you go you're crazy, or you're gonna just make all these outrageous choices. But, maybe sometimes you will make some outrageous choices and changing like career fields or choosing something else. And that's okay. But it's not like you're gonna just, y'all know what I'm saying. Like, you're not gonna go off the deep end and be like, okay, what is wrong with this person? And you know what? As I even speak about that, because then that is, when you're out of control, people are going to look at you and say, what is wrong with that person? So what I'm just saying is, being out of control is not as scary as it may sound. It actually gives you more freedom. You have more freedom in your life to truly choose. So let's put that in real terms. So again, first thing is, stop controlling your life. Stop figuring out every single detail of your life. Be willing to take leaps. Be willing to be out of control. Even just saying, you know what, even if you don't know what your next step is, but saying, you know what, I surrender. I release. I'm now open to all possibilities. Because once you completely, like for real surrender, then those possibilities show up. Then you're able to choose them. And then you continue to add from that space. All right, I was going to say something, but I totally forgot what I was going to say. That has been happening quite often for me, where I'm like, oh, okay, I was going to say this, but y'all, totally forgot what I was going to say. If it comes back, cool. If it doesn't, cool. All right, so let's see where we're going to move from here. So I talked about letting go of control. Okay, the other space where I want to go into is to make it practical. So like, how does this show up in my world today? Maybe that may facilitate or open a possibility for you. So with me, I love many things, y'all. I love so many things. And I love that about myself, that there's so many things that I love to do, so many things that I love to create. And I've really been able to thrive in this space and tap into my zone of genius, tap into my capacity and potency with this. All right. So I love technology. I love technology. Y'all, the technology that's available here today in terms of what is truly possible, what we can create. And so I'm a tech consultant for businesses, large corporations. Y'all, just think about the technology that, with 5G that, that's here now, the possibilities that open up from that, the self-driving cars, robotics, artificial intelligence, where your doctor can be in California and you're having a surgery, let's say you're here in Florida and you don't have to go to California. He can be in California and do the surgery. Doesn't have to be live. So I love that. So I'm a tech consultant, and that opens up so many possibilities, because that's my energy, is this generative space where you're tapping into the present and tapping into the future. Like, yo, ooh, that excites me. All right. I also love facilitating women to create thriving and sustainable businesses, like basically from doing what you love, like using all of your skills and talents, and love working with women and seeing them thrive. And y'all, some of the women that I've worked with, the miracles that have opened up in their life just by them choosing to live and truly show up as your whole self, not cutting parts of yourself off, and really acknowledging your brilliance and potency. So I love to facilitate that. I love anything to do with the planet. Oh my goodness, y'all, I am a planet lover. Love anything that is nature related. I love music. I love travel. I love, there's so many, I can list, like we can be here all night long listing everything that I love. I love languages. My Duolingo just popped up because I'm learning Espanol. So y'all can get, there's just so many things that I love to do, and I've created profit centers from a large host of things based on everything that I love. And in this reality, so never exclude anything in your life, like never exclude anything in your life. So many people make corporate America wrong, or working with corporate America wrong, but I've used that to my advantage. I make it work for me. It's not where I am letting them, like abuse me, or, all that kind of the bad rap that's been given about corporate America. You can make that work for you. But the moment you define something and make it wrong, then you stop receiving. You stop receiving the knowledge that you could use to make everything work for you. So never say something is bad, or something is wrong, because then you limit the possibilities that could show up for you. So the minute where I was like, because I was one of those people, you always like, you know what, I'm done with this corporate America thing. They just blah da 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 dee do 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 dee 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 da 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 da. And I'm like, I'm just gonna focus on being an entrepreneur and focus on my business and just working for myself. Yes, that is great. But you know what? I actually got burnt out in my own business. It was just like, oh my gosh, this is not fun for me. I have to do something different. And when I started to add the elements of what I love back, it's like that part of my life, of my creation, that is so easy for me. Like, it is easy for me, but I'm committed to choosing things that work for me. If it is not in alignment, if it starts becoming too much work, or if the parts that are becoming, like, no, this is not working, then I will choose something different, and I will go into the space of what truly works for me. So there are a lot of people that are in careers that they absolutely hate. And that is really abusive to you. It's abusive to your creativity. It stops your money flows. So the moment you are willing to let all of that go and step into the space of ease, of having ease, and truly having what works for you, you will have more of that in your entire life. Like, I love ease, y'all. Ease is my thing. I love ease. Like, I love just having ease in my life, like not working damn hard. No, sis, no, queen, bro. That does not work for me. I love a life of ease. And the more I acknowledge that, more ease shows up in my world. That's when I actually create the most. So that's I don't know what tip we're on, y'all. Maybe that's the third one, is once you step into your potency and really acknowledge the brilliance of you by being multifaceted, it opens up the space of ease. Now, the ease comes in really, one, delegation. So you ain't trying to do everything, brother, sister, king, prince, princess. You are not trying to do everything on your own. You have to be willing to delegate, and you will know energetically, like, this is where I need more delegation. This is where I need someone to come in and be a contribution to me. So it may be with, looking at your household. Maybe you are not the person who's cleaning your house, because if you are doing all these things, honey child, you ain't gonna have no time to be cleaning your house all the time. Let the people who love to do that contribute to you. In your business, let's say you are that multifaceted person, you have different businesses. Baby girl, don't try to do everything on your own. Give some of that up. Let somebody else come and contribute to you, because then you're able to add more and more to your life. Like, add brilliant people in your life that do the things that maybe you're not brilliant at. There's some things where you're like, I'm not the greatest at this. I'm going to have somebody else do this. Why waste energy on things that you are not good at? You don't have to do. Who said you had to do everything? Who said you had to do every single thing? Delegation, 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 delegation. So then now you have the space to do and be. Like, even when, as a consultant, normally I used to be that person, like, I'm going to do every single thing and I'm going to be, do from A to B. Now I receive contribution and delegate. Delegation is going to be the thing that opens up ease for you. And then now you have space, like, to truly live your life and do the things that you love to do and be and create and receive. All right, y'all. So we could, I'm also learning to just, because we could be here I love this topic so much. We can be here for hours. So the first thing is be willing to be out of control. Know that once you show up as your full self in the world, as your full self, your whole self. So if you are that person who has 10,000 things that you love, stop making yourself wrong for that. And the moment you stop making yourself wrong, the energies that contribute to you really knowing how to create, how you create, will start to show up. Delegation opens up the possibility for ease. So if this is something, because this took me a long time, y'all, to, I could tell another story. We could be on here for 3 more hours. It took a while for me to really learn how to be this space for myself. And that's another tip. Stop reinventing the wheel. If someone else knows how to do what you require and desire, be willing to receive, because that makes your life so much easier, y'all. If I don't know how to do something and I want to know how to do that, Charlie, I'm the first person there. I'm like, how much does it cost? King, queen, how much does this cost? Because I am not reinventing the wheel. So if you require facilitation in this space, I do facilitate in this way. Now, I facilitate with ease, where you are starting to tap into that capacity of really acknowledging your brilliance and knowing how to create while adding more to your life and receiving more ease and receiving, everything that you desire. So I'm going to post a couple links in the description that will open up that possibility for you. If that interests you, then for sure reach out and we'll start to move you into the space of possibilities in your life where you are living. If you are on this planet and you're not living, let me just, because I get tears. My tear ducts are like, because there are a lot of people that are not living right now. A lot of people are frustrated. A lot of people have lost the joy of living. A lot of people are working damn hard when you really don't need to be working as hard as you are working. There's another possibility. If that is you, know that you're not watching this video by mistake. You require some sort of ease in your life, and I'm inviting you into that possibility of having that ease that you desire in your life. Know that you can have it. You have to be willing to be out of control and consistently choose more in your life. So thank y'all for watching this video. Make sure you share this with someone that may require the space for you. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on those alerts, and I'm going to be probably coming out with a podcast soon about ease. This seems to be the theme for the month of May, of having more ease and just living a life of ease and just enjoying your life, y'all. Enjoying this life that we have. This is paradise. We live in paradise. This is paradise. I am so blessed to be on this planet at this time. So blessed and so grateful. All right, so definitely check out the notes in the description. I'll post some things that I think will add to your life, and stay tuned for more.